So, do you guys know why this monkey is sitting here? Anyone? At our VentureStudio entrance? What does it represent? Think about it. Monkeys embody childlike freedom. They're playful. They jump around freely. And yes, they copy others when needed to make progress. These are all qualities of entrepreneurs. The ability to experiment, to adapt, to learn by doing. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Jeremy Fritzhand, and I serve as CEO of the VentureStudio at Ahmedabad University. And it's a genuine honor to welcome you, the newest members of our university family. Today, I want to take you on a journey from ancient innovations rooted in this very region through the industrial and knowledge revolutions and into a future where you, yes, you, become the innovators. As we travel through time, try this mental exercise. Imagine people living here hundreds of years ago, inventing solutions to survive and thrive, designing for water, for trade, for climate. Now picture yourself a few years from today, perhaps standing on this stage, telling the story of the thing you built that others now rely on. Somewhere in this hall is the founder of a breakthrough the world hasn't seen yet. Maybe more than one. Maybe it's you. Starting university is a big moment. You've left the familiar and stepped into a place full of possibility. Over the next few years, you'll shape how you think, who you build with, and which problems you decide to tackle. Anyone recognize these images? That's the Adilaj Stepwell and Lothal Port from the Indus Valley civilization thousands of years ago. Ahmedabad is a city of enterprise and creativity. From its ancient markets to its modern research labs, this place has been built by people who spot opportunities and take them. That's the habit I hope you'll develop here. Truly understanding problems before building solutions. If you remember nothing else from today, remember this rhythm. Observe, prototype, validate, learn, evolve. Let me explain why these specific words matter. Observe isn't just looking. It's deeply understanding the problem through customer conversations and research before you build anything. Too many startups fail because they skip this. Prototype means building the simplest version that tests your riskiest assumptions. Validate is proving your solution actually works for real users. Learn is synthesizing all that feedback. And evolve, not just iterate, because your idea should grow and transform based on what you discover. Let me share a quick story so you know who's speaking to you. I grew up in the United States and studied at Union College in New York. I didn't plan to move halfway around the world, but I took a big leap when I moved to India in 2010 to Bagru, Rajasthan, a town famous for block printing. I worked with artisans to revive traditional techniques while modernizing supply chains so their craft could compete in global markets. Two lessons stayed with me from the experience. First, innovation isn't only about shiny new technology. Often, it's about reimagining old ideas with new tools. Second, the best solutions come from listening deeply and building with communities, not just for them. I've spent 15 years since then serving ecosystems across India and the globe, from grassroots craft enterprises to advanced tech hubs. Now, at VentureStudio, my job is simple. Help you turn ideas into ventures with speed, integrity, and a builder's mindset. VentureStudio is the university's innovation and incubation center, founded in 2011 in collaboration with Stanford University's Design School. We've supported over 180 startups across healthcare, biotech, engineering, and now artificial intelligence. One of our earliest incubatees, Nirmeet Parikh, is now CEO of Apna, a billion-dollar company. We anchor 3 facilities you can use for free as a student. The DST Prayashala, our fabrication and prototyping lab. BioNest, a life sciences lab with biology, chemistry, and cell tissue instrumentation. And our North Campus co-working hub, where we host teams, mentors, and events. Our job is to make the hard parts easier. Funding pathways, mentors, workspace, and connections, so you can focus on building. Think of us as your on-campus co-founder. Let's look at Ahmedabad's story of practical genius. The Adilaj Stepwell, stone engineering that stores and cools water in our harsh climate. Not just architecture, but ancient climate control technology. The calico textile traditions, cloth so fine it moved across continents long before modern shipping containers existed. And the patola double ikat weaving, precision so exact that a single sari can take a year to complete, over a year to complete. This is manufacturing excellence at the microscopic level. These weren't just crafts, they were to the technologies of their time. Climate responsive design, global supply chains, and precision manufacturing. Notice how they followed the same rhythm we use today. They observed climate challenges, prototyped cooling systems, validated through centuries of use, learned from each monsoon, and evolved their designs. The principle is timeless. Constraints create innovation. You inherit that mindset, and you get to apply it to today's problems. Clean energy, healthcare access, sustainable cities, secure finance. As we move forward in time, Ahmedabad becomes an industrial engine. By the late 1800s, textile mills transformed the city. Mechanized looms, disciplined production, and global exports earn us the name Manchester of the East. Entrepreneurs modernize processes. Calico Mills becomes a symbol of quality and scale, while the city experiments with better management, finance, and logistics. In nearby Gujarat, the cooperative movement shows another kind of innovation, how producers can organize trust, share value, and build resilience together. The pattern to notice here: technology plus organization. Innovation isn't a machine, it's the way people work together around it. Over the last half century, Ahmedabad's knowledge engine has been powered by the Ahmedabad Education Society, AES. Founded in 1935 by civic leaders like G.V. Mavalankar and Kasturbai Lalbai. AES built a university area and seeded institutions across disciplines. They established CEPT in 1962, shaping how India designs its cities and spaces. The schools later evolved into CEPT University. The leadership was also pivotal in bringing IIM Ahmedabad to the city, alongside national and state partners, part of a broader institution building streak that also promoted Physical Research Laboratory, National Institute of Design, and Atira as pillars of science, design, and industry. This same trust founded Ahmedabad University in 2009, continuing the tradition of research tied to real problems. Put simply, Ahmedabad Education Society built the platform, the institutes built the momentum, and you get to build what's next. In the past decade, Ahmedabad has leaned hard into entrepreneurship. You'll find fintech, AI, clean energy, biotech, not as buzzwords, but as teams building real products. This ecosystem is deeply connected. Ahmedabad University, Wadhwani Foundation, Ichai Ventures, and others create pathways to mentors, investors, and pilot customers. The message is simple. You can build here and sell to the world. Your edge isn't just where you are, it's how fast you learn and how well you serve a real customer. All right, let's bring it closer to home. Your seniors, who've already started this journey. A few examples across diverse categories include Malibu Renewables, Simply Salad, who you might have seen on Shark Tank, Closet, Built Sports, Bijou, Poolit, Heavy Automation, and so many more. Different sectors, same rhythm. They saw a real problem, built a solution, tested it with users, listened to feedback, and iterated until it worked. They began exactly where you are now. The difference? They started. Right now, inside our labs, Alphenix Designs is developing indigenous BLTC motors at Prayashala, machining housings, winding stators, and testing control boards just a few minutes from this hall. These are components for drones and industrial applications. Alongside them are biotech teams working on diagnostics hardware, building advanced manufacturing tools. And age hasn't stopped our incubatees either. We have Tarang Sutaria, a 70-year-old industry veteran working on an innovation in the cotton industry. Cutting edge isn't happening elsewhere. It's happening on your campus. The door is open. Your idea could be next on the screen. Every one of you has access to the Student Startup and Innovation Policy, SSIP, from the government of Gujarat. SSIP can support you with up to 2.5 lakh for prototyping, IP filing, and early testing. Eligibility is simple. You're a student with a clear problem and a workable prototype plan. You don't need a finished company to begin. Timeline-wise, think in weeks, not months. We'll help you draft, review, and submit, then hold you accountable to the milestones you propose so progress stays real. So here's the VentureStudio stack in plain language. Weekly mentor clinics, go-to-market support, sales and fundraising prep, domain mentors, North Campus co-working. Again, think of us as your on-campus co-founder. Every Wednesday from 4 to 6 p.m., I hold my office hours. Come with 3 sentences. Problem, stated in 1 line. Who? Who feels the pain? Why now? What has changed? Bring a napkin sketch if you have one. These hours are for curiosity, stuck points, and momentum. And it's time to start building now. I repeat, the time to start building is now. It's never too naive or too simple of an idea, and it doesn't have to be perfect. So here's your challenge for the week. Pick one problem you care about and write 140 words about it. Tour the Prayashala or Bionest. Draft your SSIP plan and come meet me at my office hours. Ahmedabad has always mixed imagination with execution. Now it's your turn. See the problems around you, build something simple, test it with real users, listen to their feedback, and iterate until it works. We'll be right beside you through each step. Thank you and welcome to Ahmedabad University.